Everybody's doing all right tonight.
So
we are sitting here at the airport here in Connecticut, 22B, 22 Bravo. Got a double flight that we got to do here. The first, and this is a long one, but the cool thing about Aviatype is, for example,
Ops 29.1.3 profile. Star HTTPS www. Flight number 20 vital.com running flight number 20.
they give you like different time limits on each flight. So this flight, I've got 5 days to get all this delivered. So that means I can do my first hop. If I want to do another one right away and head to the last airport, I could. But I also have time to take a break or, whatnot, with the way that, this is all simulated. So anyways, we're here at the airport. We're flying in the Diamond. It's the Diamond 40NG Diamond. I think it's pronounced 40NG or NG40, vice versa. Guys, listen. I'm gonna turn off my mic for a minute. I want you to check this out. You can hear traffic in the background. Just a little bit ago, I could hear it. So let's just listen for a minute while I get the chat on.
Microsoft Flight Simulator 1. Microsoft Flight. Folder view list. Ops. Self-loading cargo. Simming files. Simming files. Items view. Restream chat. Edit land. Restream. Recapture. Privacy link. Create account link. Recap terms. Restream audio link. Edit land. 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 Edit protected land. Land. Create account link. Login button. Link create account. Button login. Link create account. Clickable edit protected 11 bullet. Password. Clickable edit just step 70 mail email. Heading level 5 login. Graphic restream chat. Header clickable. Edit just step 7 edit protected create account link. Login button. Recapture grouping without grouping button login. Link create account. Clickable edit protected 11 bullet. Link create button login. Num lock on. Num lock off. Login button focused. Activate. Recapture group out of grouping button login. Recapture grouping privacy link. Terms link. Restream audio link. Dialog. Get an audio challenge button. Button get an audio challenge. Button help. Button help. Button skip. Button help. Button get an audio challenge. Unavailable. Powered by link restream. Enter a new leader. Edit. Enter a button. Press play listen. Press control to play again. Enter a new leader. Button. Press play. Enter a edit. Enter a new leader. Edit land.
Red driving installs.
Alternatively, download. Get a new challenge button. Get a visual challenge button. Help button. Verify button. Unavailable. Powered by link restream audio. Recapture grouping privacy link. Title message. Edit land. Clickable. Disabled. Enable button. Simming files row 1 column 2 of 8. Simming files item. Restream chat document. Click. Microsoft Flight Simulator 1.3. Flight number 20 of vitals. Flight number 20 of vitals.com. Run your own airline. Come from Mountain Meadow Airstrip.
All right, chat is up for you guys. Let's get this chat.
Leonian
Get the
Universe.
flight going
Private company
here.
flight number 20
Yo
heading
Yo
level 2.
John.
And Leone, how you doing, buddy?
From Mountain Meadow Airstrip 22B to Mc Crory Morton 7M0.
All right, so from Mountain Meadow Airstrip
Mountain Meadow Airstrip 22 Mc Crory Morton
to
Mc Crory
McCrory
Morton
Norton,
7M0.
which is 7M0, 7 Mike 0.
Heading level 3 current payload slash passenger traffic fuel. Pilot's weight 170 pounds. Traffic fuel. Fuel quantity. Fuel price at this airport 48.3 pounds. To pay $0.00. Slider 48. Button update.
All right, we're good
Total
on
weight
fuel.
Heading level 3 payload slash traffic payload. COVID-19 vaccine. Link McCrory Morton 70 slash 4421 slider 0.
Leonian Universe.
Slider 0.
Not
COVID-19
bad.
vaccine slider 0.
Hope you're doing well yourself.
26, 17, 22, 26, 39, 35, 39, 44, 44, 21. Low button.
All right,
Flight number 20
we'll
of
load that.
Traffic comment flight number 20 from Mountain Meadow Airstrip. Heading level 3 traffic fuel. Pilot's weight 100 traffic fuel. Fuel 48 to pay. Slider 4 button up traffic. COVID-19 vaccine. Link McCrory Morton 13 slider 44 button mode. Total weight. First heading level 3 payload slash passengers. Heading level 4 no passengers and nothing to transport. Heading level 3 flight plan. Button generate flight plan.
Okay.
Start tracking button. Alert you cannot fly this flight. Cargo takes too much space and or weighs too much. Flight number 20 vital.
I don't know why it's not letting me do this flight. It says cargo weight is too much. What if I lower? Let's.
Traffic company flight number 20 heading from Mountain Meadow Airstrip. You cannot fly this flight. Car heading level 3 for traffic fuel. Pilot's weight 100 traffic fuel. Fuel 48 to pay. Slider 48 button up traffic payload. COVID-19 vaccine. Link McCrory Morton 13,263 pounds. 200 slider 4421. 13,263 pounds. 221.05 pounds. 4421 slash 4421 units. Slider 4421. COVID-19 vaccine 3979 35 30 95 26 53 2211. 17 6 13 27 800 4 on 1 4 on 800 13 27 17 69 2211.
Let's see if I can do
Low
that.
button. Flight number 20. Flight number 20 heading from Mount heading left traffic pilots 1 on traffic fuel 48 to pay. Slider button up traffic COVID-19 back. Link McCrory Morton 66 30 pounds. Slider 2210 button mode. Total weight 6 heading level 3 payload slash passengers waiting low button. Generate flight plan button. Start tracking button. Alert you cannot fly this flight.
Still too much. I
Traffic
don't.
company holds flight number 20 from Mountain Meadow Airstrip. 22 you cannot fly this heading level traffic fuel. Pilots weight 100 traffic fuel price 48.3 to pay. Down slider 48. Button up the traffic COVID-19 vaccine. Mc Crory Morton 6630 pounds. Slider 2210. Button mode. Total weight 6848 pounds / 838 pounds. Total space 110.5 feet.
So it will not let me do that. Even though this is the plane required, I
Payload
don't.
/ passengers waiting traffic COVID-19 Mc Crory additional 50% heading level 3 products for sale on board. Additional 5 attendants are needed for aircraft. Additional heading there is no sellable. You can offer your products for sale. The aircraft and set the prices and there's at least from other heading table column to column row 2 category current value column expected value status column 4 visited link past row 3 current expect status row 4 category airport provided expected status column 4 past row 4 current expect status column 4 past row 5 current expect status column 4 past row 6 current expect status column 4 past row 7 current expect status column 4 past row 8 current expect status column 4 past row 9 current expect status column 4 past row 10 current expect status column 4 past row 11 current expect status column 4 past out of tape graphic simulator before click graphic button start tracking table with 11 rows and 4 columns crash detection row 11 status column 4 past
Even though all this stuff here.
expected current value category column 1 crash detection unlimited fuel expected value current value column 2 off category column 1 unlimited fuel slow mode row 9 status expected value column 3 current value column 2 disable category column 1 slow mode max gross weight road expected value column 3 28 22 pounds status column 4 past expected value current value column 2 28 22 pounds expected value column 3 28 22 pounds
Leonian Universe.
28 22
Seems like it's using 80% of your cargo space just to fly this flight.
Well, it doesn't make sense because it only gives you jobs that the plane can do, so it doesn't make a lot of sense, does it? So let me try
out of
something.
table graphic flight number 20 heading level from Mountain Meadow Airstrip you cannot fly this flight heading level 3 current payload / passenger list on diamond aircraft you cannot fly this flight cargo takes too much space and or weighs too much
Cargo takes too much space or weighs too much.
slider 48 update button Mc Crory Morton 7M0 link Mc Crory Morton United States COVID-19 vaccine slider 2210
See, I don't even got it loaded all the
1989
way.
17 16 15 13 11 05 884 663 442 221 0 unload button alert you must transfer at least 1 unit you've chosen 0 unit traffic company flight number 20 heading level 2 from Mountain West heading graphic pilots 1 on traffic fuel price at this air 48 to pay slider 48 update button Mc Crory Morton COVID-19 vaccine slider 2210 1989 7 15 13 11 08 on 6 4 on
I'm
2
gonna
on 0
try something here.
221 442 663 884 1105 unload button flight number 20 of idle traffic company flight number 20 heading level 2 update button unload button low button generate flight plan start tracking button
Leonian Universe.
alert you cannot fly this flight cargo takes too much space and
Certainly strange.
See? Won't
I
even
love
let me
this
do
though
that.
because it's a more accessible pilot's life.
heading level 3 flight plan optional button low slider 0 0 / 33 16 units link Mc Crory Morton 7M's COVID-19 vaccine graphic payload Mc Crory Morton 7M0 COVID-19 vaccine slider 0 332 0 1 low button flight number 20
Let me
graphic
see
company flight number 20
something.
heading level 2
This is
update button
silly.
low button low button generate flight plan button start tracking button alert you cannot fly this flight cargo takes too much space and or weighs too much flight number 20
See, it won't even do that. One package of these, that's... Alright, look, we're going to cancel this job and do passengers. I don't understand. I'm not making money with just passengers, though. I'm not making... Well, yeah, we
traffic company gold
can.
22 Wheeling Mountain 569 9 air I visited link 26 days from now visit 142,000 logo graphic visited airline visited link
Alright, so we'll go to airline.
traffic company overview heading fleet visited link catalog visited link moderation uplift add a custom aircraft popularity link advertising visited link skills visited link logbook visited
Brandon
link reset
Armstrong.
account change your password link
What are all those
Traffic company gold.
numbers?
22 Wheeling Mountain Meadow Airstrip United States 569 visited link
Depends on what part you're talking about, Brandon. I'll go over that here in a minute.
9 air I visited link 26 days from now visited link $142,358.61 visited
Okay,
link
there's the money I
logo graphic visited
have.
link airline visited link jobs visited link
We'll go to jobs.
traffic company jobs heading level 4 all
Leonian
visited link cargo
Universe.
link passenger visited link air ambulance
Wow.
link
Hopefully that is a bug because cargo shouldn't do that.
quick visited link
Yeah, and it won't. It's the right airplane. Everything passed on the checkout, too.
accept the jobs visited link
That's what don't make any sense.
accept the jobs
So let's
Graphic
just
company
do
accept the
this.
jobs heading
Hold
level
on.
2 clickable job graphic 1 IN4 job graphic 7M0K8 graphic jobs table with 2 rows options column 6 fly visited link description and rewards column 2 1 IN4 link Robinson Airport United States 7M0 link Mc Crory Morton United States 22 Wheeling Mountain Meadow Airstrip United States
See, there's the job.
link 22B9 deliver COVID-19 vaccines link 22B 935 NM 245 degrees link 7M0 302 NM 55 degrees link 1 IN4 payload / remarks column 3 penalty $33,874.608 39,696 pounds space 661.6 feet superscript 3 units 80 11 fridges / 26,433 pounds 1 IN4 COVID-19 vaccine
Brandon
right parenthesis unit,
Armstrong.
4421 fridges / 13,263
Surely
pounds
there's a way
7M0
to report
COVID-19 vaccine
that.
departure column 4 N/A deadline column 5 1 week 1 day options column 6 visited link fly deadline depart payload penalty link 22B 935 NM 245 degrees link 7M0 302 NM 55 degrees link 1 IN4
Well,
deliver COVID-19 vaccines
it could be the airplane, Brandon.
column 1 graphic icon row 1 column 6 options
Not necessarily aviatype.
Robert Hooden. Hi.
icon row 2 description and rewards column 2
So
22
what
Wheeling
I'm
Mountain
gonna
Meadow
do
Airstrip
is
United
this.
7M0 link Mc Crory Morton 1 IN4 link Robinson Airport options column 6 fly visited link assign link cancel button
We're going to...
EPKT link table with 2 rows and 6 columns icon deliver COVID-19 vaccines 22B 935 NM 245 assign link cancel button clickable heading level 5
cancel it.
heading level no next heading close button cancel button I'm sure cancel the job Alert the job has been cancelled. Accept the job survived.
And then let's just assign a new one. Let's do something a little different here.
Graphic 22 link 569 air I visited 26 days 140 logo graphic visited airline visited link jobs visited link
Go to jobs.
graphic company gold jobs heading level 4 all visited link cargo link
So you can do all, you can do cargo,
passenger visited link
passenger,
air ambulance link
air
quick visit link
ambulance, or quick. Let's just do a quick
Job
one. I
survival.
wanted to share that
graphic
with
company
you
gold jobs heading level
guys.
2. Here you can find a list of clickable graphic job cave graphic job when graphic link buttons clickable link man button these are 100 link is table column 4 departure column 5 deadline column 6 options transport 1 passenger 22B27 description and rewards column 2 transport 1 passenger link 22B27 and M70 degrees link 79
Okay.
money $407.37 popularity 0% reputation 0%
But that only pays $400.
link 22B27 and M70 degrees link 79 out of link B out of link 2 7 space N
That's
Leonian
only
Universe.
27 miles away, though.
I love that it tells you what you are delivering.
So let's
That is awesome.
sort by distance ascending button collapsed
do
aircraft
this.
not selected button collapsed expanded list
Aircraft.
with 10 items link show all link standard edition link deluxe edition link says 152 visited link diamond aircraft DA40NG link diamond aircraft DA40 TDI link diamond aircraft DB20 link Cirrus SR20 link diamond aircraft DB20
See, I don't know if the other Diamond aircrafts are bigger than this.
link diamond aircraft visited link diamond aircraft DA40NG
They're the DA40NG,
link diamond aircraft DA40 TDI
TDI,
link diamond aircraft DB20
and the
link Cirrus
DV20.
SR22 link diamond aircraft DB20 link Cirrus link Cub Crafters X Cub link says 172 Skyhawk G1000 list button collapsed sort list with 10 link Cub link diamond aircraft DB20 link diamond aircraft DA40 visited link diamond aircraft DA40NG
We're going to go with the one that I'm flying
link says
now, though.
152 visited link diamond aircraft DA40NG jobsurvival.com run your own airline company document job graphic company jobs heading with table with 2 rows column 2 description column 3 payloads column 4 departure column 5 deadline column 6 options deliver 866 packages of phone case 22B 100 set description and rewards column link 22 money $888.51 popularity 0% reputation
Let's see if,
link 22B 173 and M223 degrees link killed
but see, that's not
money payloads
passenger.
aircraft departure deadline options column 6 link out of table did you know table with deadline departure payloads penalty description link 22B 173 deliver 866 packet column 1 graphic icon row 1 column 6 options column 5 deadline column 4 departure column 3 payload slash remarks column 2 description and rewards column 1 out of table link distance regional
So let's do it this way. Hold on, guys.
graphic
I'm gonna
company
show
22
you.
link mounted 569 air I visited link 26 days from now 142,000 logo graphic visited link airline visited link jobs visited link world visited link business link virtual airlines link business world jobs visited link airline visited link
Go to airline,
graphic company overview heading level fleet visited link your fleet vital
fleet.
graphic company your fleet heading level 2 here table with column 8 options row 2 layout column 1 link 22B airport name column 2 mounted sortable tail num sortable model flight hours column sortable condition columns engines column 7 87% options column 8 visited link details link payload link EPKT link join Discord link EPK table with details visited link
Go to
aircraft profile.
details. We're going to
graphic
end
company
this
aircraft
right
DA40
here.
NG 50 clickable zoom in button zoom out button clickable link zoom out button and red button clickable heading level 5 are you sure close button cancel button and red and pay alert to rent has been ended your fleet graphic company gold star international
Okay, so now we'll go to jobs.
22B link 500 9 air I 26 days 144 logo graphic visit airline visited link jobs visited link graphic company gold jobs heading level 4 all visited link cargo link
And let's do cargo, and then I'll know exactly what plane
jobs
I need to
available.
grab. So we'll do
graphic company gold jobs heading level
cargo,
2 here you can find clickable graphic link link visited link tour
and then
zoom in button zoom out button job type car aircraft not select sort by distance ascending button collapsed expanded list with 9 items link distance ascending link distance descending link cargo weight ascending link cargo weight ascending visited link money award link popularity award link reputation award link pop visited link money award
let's go with
link cargo weight visited link money award jobs
money
available.com run
reward.
graphic jobs heading level link graphic resign link manage button PR current drop down in the top link is table column 2 column 5 options deliver cargo at multiple destinations 22B70 and M5 degrees 48
Now this is multiple.
description and rewards column 2 deliver cargo at multiple destinations link 22B70 and M5 degrees link 48 120 and M114 degrees link KPVC money $3,811.88 popularity 0.01% reputation 0.02% payload slash remarks column 3 penalty $762.38 weight 593.52 pounds space 31 feet superscript 3 units 131 frozen packages slash 251.5 pounds KPVC poultry right parenthesis units 1368 packages slash 342 pounds 48 phone case right parenthesis expiring 1 day 21 hours deadline column 4 1 week 4 days options column 5 link tape
It didn't tell me what plane though. It used to tell you the plane that you needed.
deliver 7 cylinders of natural gas 22B77 and M230 degrees and 07 money icon deliver 7 cylinders of natural gas 22B70
Oh well, it's going to. Never mind.
icon deliver 7 cylinders of natural gas 22B70 description link 20 money $3,002 payloads and 0 deadline options deliver description link 22 money 2,600 payloads 1 hour deadline options deliver description link 20 money payload slash remark link 22 money 2,269 payloads
That's
deadline options
2,000.
deliver description link 20 money payload slash link 22 money 2,100 set payloads deadline options deliver description link 20 money 1,009 payloads deadline options deliver description link 20 money
Alright, so let's just go. We'll take this first one.
current drop down link is table column deliver cargo at multiple destinations 22B7 description and rewards column 2 deliver cargo at multiple destinations link 22B70 and M5 degrees link 48 1 out of link 2B
Alright,
out of
so
link 7
from where we're
0
at,
space N M 5 degrees space link 4 B 8 out of link
Brandon
1
Armstrong.
link 8 B
That's
4
pretty
B
cool. I'll be
8
able to
B
deliver
4
cargo to
B
multiple
8
places.
alright, so 4 Victor 8. We're going to go with this one. So
KPVC link province town 1 options column 5 tape link Accept the jobs available.
We'll take
Graphic
this
comments. Accept the
job.
jobs. Edit. Here's a list of jobs. You click graphic link, link, visit link, visit buttons, clickable link, graphic link, table, column 5 deadline, column 6 options, deliver cargo with multiple destination, description and rewards, column 2, deliver cargo with multiple destination, 22 B link mountain, 48 link, KPVC link, province town 1, options, column 6 fly link.
4v8.
Restream chat row, Microsoft Flight Simulator 1,
Alright,
Microsoft Flight
so
Simulator
we need
1.33,
that.
pause.
I gotta go back and get the other plane.
Pop-up window.
Or set the
Warning.
other flight.
This will return you to the main menu. Do you want to continue?
Unpause.
It only take a second though. Yeah, I'm telling you, since they updated Aviatype, they've given you more options, more stuff you can do, and now they've introduced that AI, and that makes a huge difference.
Attention, Captain. Please check your Aviatype tracking. This flight is not tracked. I repeat,
Press ESC to
this
quit the
flight is
desktop.
not tracked.
Press tab to read support and release notes.
I gotta close that, guys, because we left the airport. So let me close that and we'll reopen it.
Accept the jobs of Restream chat box 29 point star HTTP star untitled Avaya client 1.0.0 Avaya client 1. Microsoft Flight Simulator 1.33.8.0.
Local player, friends, notification, world map. World map screen. Select departure.
Brandon
search
Armstrong.
results.
I can't wait to start
22,
using it myself.
22B mounted. Select depart. 22B mounted. Switch departure. Select arrival. Search results.
Accept the jobs of
0.
Avaya.com run your own. Accept
Text
it.
entry field.
The
Select and enter
accepted.
Icon deliver options column 6 link flight. Deadline departure payloads penalty. $7. Link 22B7 the NM5 degree deliver cargo with link 22 out of link 2 B out of link 0 7 link B out of link 7 0 space N M 5 degrees space link 4 B 8.
4 Victor 8.
Microsoft Flight Simulator 1. Microsoft Flight Simulator 1.
Select arrival. Combo box. Select arrival.
4
Drop down list.
Victor 8.
Select to view available choices. Press ESC to go back. Press F12 to reset. Press Ctrl plus Enter to validate. Switch departure and arrival points. Select arrival. Switch to 22B Mountain Meadow Airstrip. Select arrival. Search results 0.
4
Leonian
search
Universe.
8.
Once I figure out my
4V8
charger
search
situation,
results, 1.
I will switch to
4V8
2020 and do
select arrival.
this.
4V8
Very
Deerfield
exciting
Valley
for
RGNL
sure.
West Dover. Combo box.
Okay.
Zoom in. Plot.
Pause.
So
Pause.
now-
Parking brake on. Battery master active. Com 1. 127.85.
Let's
Pause.
try
Number 1
this.
vision on. Nav GPS switch set to GPS. Navigation on. Beacon on. Landing on. Scope on. Instruments on. Recognition on. Wind.
Okay.
Next waypoint. 4v8. Distance. 0 nautical miles.
Once I'm at the
Loading, please wait.
airport,
Wind
then
0.00.
we'll-
55%.
the cool thing
Reframe
is, the way it
Next waypoint. Assistance.
taxis,
0
it does it all for you.
Loading, please wait. 80%.
Unpause. Parking brake off. Altimeter. 1022. 30.19 inches.
Okay,
Dot
so
com
here
on.
we go.
80%.
Taxi on.
Minimize UI panel. But expand UI panel. Button.
Okay.
Next waypoint. 4v8. Runway 36 at 22B. Slash 20.
We're at the runway. We don't want to be at the runway.
Jump the gate. Airport code edit blank.
22B.
Preloaded. Base list. Park 16. Name. Park. Number. 16. Type. Ram Georgia Small. Park 2. Name. Park. Number. 2. Type. Fuel. Menus. Park 16. Park 1. Name. Park. Number. 1. Type. Ram Georgia Small. Menus. Number 1 of 3. Park 16. Name. Park. Number. 16. Type. Ram Georgia Small. Menu. Park 1. Name. Park. Microsoft Flight Simulator 1.
Alright, we'll just put it there.
0 knots ground speed. Gate Park 1 at 22B.
Alright, we're at the gate.
Accept the jobs of idols.com. Run your own airline. Accept the job.
So now, let's do 2 things here.
KPVC link province town 1. United
Brandon
States. Icon deliver cargo
Armstrong.
multiple destination. Assign link.
In case anyone is
Cancel button.
wondering where that
EPK
airport
link.
is, it's in West
Point
Dover,
link.
Vermont.
EPK table with 2 rows and 6 columns. Icon deliver cargo with multiple destination. Assign link. Fly link. Pick an aircraft of idle.
Alright, we'll
Graphic
go
company. Pick an aircraft heading level. Which aircraft should you use? Table with column 2 at column 6 link. Graphic column 7 engines. Column 8 options. Out of table heading level 4 is don't know any aircraft.
Well, that didn't give me... Are you serious? Alright, I'm going to go rent this stupid thing. Hold on.
Graphic company 22B link 569 air visit 26 days from 144 logo graphic visited link airline visited link. Graphic company 22B link 509 air 26 104 logo graphic airline visited jobs visited world visited business link virtual airline rankings link client visited link community link skylead slash blog button plan of flight visited find an airport edit button notifications graphic PM graphic 1 visit fleet visited link catalog visited link moderation up link catalog visited link aircraft list of items.
We'll grab the 40
Graphic company,
NG
search for an
again.
aircraft. Edit here's a link card table. Column 5 type. Column 6 link graph. Column 7 option. Row 2 sortable name. Column 1 263. 737 Airbus A300 Airbus A100 row 13 sort of a Soho Cabby G2 Mike ATR 70 ATR 70 Azure Poly C1 row 27 sort of Beechcraft Bonanza A30 Beechcraft Bonanza D Beechcraft D18 L407 Blue Strike row 41 sortable name. Column 1 Boeing 240 Boeing 730 Boeing 730 Boeing 730 row 52 sortable name. Column 1 plus 1 variations. Boeing 777 Bombardier CRJ 1000 Aerosoft row 50 Bombardier CRJ 9 Britain Norman Chris Lambert row 66 sortable name. Column 1 Carnado Carnado Cos 28 says 152 Aeropac row 7 says 172 says 208 says 400 says the citation lot row 86 sortable name. Column 1 Go Sir SF 50 Vision Jet G2 Flight FX Concord DC Designs row 91 TPM 930 row 94 link by slash red DC 6 BPM DGO Mike DHC2 row 103 sortable name. Column 1 Aerosoft row 106 Rotometer row 109 Douglas DC3 Douglas DC3 cargo Soho row Douglas DC3 world travel aero Electra 10 aeroplane heaven row 117 sortable car extra 330 LTO 100 Electra 10 aeroplane heaven Douglas DC3 world travel sortable Douglas DC3 world Douglas DC3 link by slash red type column 5 sortable seats tip column 4 sortable car sortable Douglas DC3 passengers link by slash red type cop sortable name. Column 1 Soho Douglas link by type cop sortable payload with column sortable name. Column 1 Soho Douglas DC3 cargo Douglas DC3 litter row 108 sortable name. Column 1 Diamond aircraft DV20
Okay, here we go.
Diamond link by sortable type cop sortable payload with column sortable name. Column 1 Soho plus 2 variations. Diamond aircraft DA62 Diamond airplane by sortable catalog option link collection row 107 sortable name. Column 1 Diamond aircraft DA62 Diamond link by sortable type cop sortable Diamond aircraft DA40 NG row 100 visited link by slash red link collection row 106 sortable name. Column 1 Diamond aircraft DA40 NG improvement mod Rotometer Diamond aircraft DA40 NG improvement mod Diamond aircraft DA40 NG row 105 options column 7 link collection row 106 sortable name. Column 1 Diamond aircraft DA40 NG Diamond aircraft DA40 NG row 105 options column 7 link collection row 106 sortable name. Column 1 Diamond aircraft DA40 NG improvement mod
I wonder if we can use this improvement one.
options column 7 by slash red link
Let's
I
try
Diamond
it.
aircraft DA graphic company I Diamond aircraft DA I would like to buy a shiny lip. I'm thinking about I'm short on the budget. I just want to rent it.
We just want to
Red
rent
Diamond
it.
aircraft graphic company Red Diamond aircraft DA40 NG 50 NM link 100 3 5 1000 NM no limit link table with 21 rows and 9 columns row 1 column 3 sortable graphic distance link column 5 sortable graphic condition link row 2 column 1 48 link Robertson Field United options column 9 profile link red button alert congratulations graphic company search for an aircraft heading level 2
Okay, there we go.
graphic company
Now,
22 link 500 9 air 26 140 logo graphic visited airline visited link jobs visited link
go to
graphic company jobs heading level all visited cargo with passenger air ambulance link quick visited accept the jobs visited link accept the jobs graphic company accept the jobs heading table with 2 rows and 6 description and rewards link with money payload slash remark right parenthesis departure column 4 and deadline column 5 1 options column 6 visited link fly link assigned visited deadline depart payload payload link 22 B70 NM 5 with money 3000 data link 22 B70 NM 48 link deal value KPVC link Provincetown month options column 6 fly visited link fit an aircraft available graphic company aircraft heading which aircraft should be used for table with 2 rows and 8 columns row 1 column 3 sortable graphic tail column 4 sortable graphic map column 6 sortable graphic condition link row 2 column 122 B link mountain meadow airstrip options column 8 details link fit link destination vital graphic company destination heading level 2 table with 2 rows and 7 columns row 1 column 1 sortable graphic icon link column 2 sortable column 5 sortable graphic row 2 sortable icon column 1 48 link deal value options column 7 choose link out of table heading level 3 table with 2 rows and 7 columns 48 rows remarks column options column 7 choose link
Okay,
flight number 21
here we go.
graphic company flight number 20 from mountain meadow airstrip heading level 3 current payload slash passenger graphic fuel pilot's weight 170 pounds
170
graphic fuel
pounds.
fuel quantity fuel price at this airport 123 pounds to pay dollars slider 124 button update
Okay,
total
fuel is
weight
good.
209 heading level 3 payload slash passengers waiting graphic payload phone case link your fuel value RGNL 48 0 slash 1368 units slider 0 button load heading level 3 flight plan optional button load slider 0 0 slash 1368 units slider 0 phone case slider 137 274 on 5 on 6 on 820 950 1096 1233 1368 low button
Okay, we'll
flight number
load
20
it.
graphic company flight number 21 heading level 2
You guys see me load it.
update button
Okay, now hold on.
folder view list simming file vital game client shortcut 14 cut copies rename share delete pop-up window run as administrator 8 folder view list of vital game the vital client 1.0 data grid air edit 3h connect button connecting the vital client 1.0 long time no see window data grid airline manager.models.log entry data item 105 flight number 21 vitals.com run flight number 21 vitals.com run your own airline load button generate flight plan button start tracking button alert you cannot fly this flight cargo takes too much space
See? Back. Anytime I do cargo, it doesn't make any sense. It says cargo is too much. Okay, so let's try a different airplane, y'all. Maybe you don't gotta have. Let me see something.
graphic company holds 22 link 500 9 air 26 days 140 logo graphic visit airline visited jobs visited link graphic company jobs heading level 4 all visited link cargo visited link passenger visited link air ambulance link quick visit link air ambulance link quick visit accept the jobs visited link quick visit link
See, there's quick, and that's what I. Let me just try something.
jobs of vital graphic company jobs heading level 2 here you clickable graphic link link 8 visit link link buttons clickable link map button these are 100 another link is table column 5 deadline column 6 options transport 1 passenger 22 description and rewards column 2 transport 1 passenger link 22 B27 NM 70 degrees link 79 out of link B out of link 7 space N M 70 degrees space link 7
Brandon
9.
Armstrong. I wonder if you cut the cargo in half and balance it out with some
Nope.
fuel, maybe it will let you fly it.
I done tried that, Brandon. It will not.
Money $407.37 popularity 0% red payload slash remarks column 3 penalty $40.74 minutes departure column 4 and slash A deadline column 5 1 day 9 hours options column 6 link 8
Hope that gets fixed at some point.
accept the jobs of vital
I think it lets you pick. the
Graphic
plane
company gold
now
accepted top 10
made
level.
that
Here's a list of
plane
top
just
accepted. Clickable
not
graphic
the
top
right
79.
one.
Graphic top KPVC. Graphic top 4 link AAD link course. Link 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 visit link link button buttons clickable link graph link math table column for column 5 deadline. Column 6 options. Transport 1 passenger 22 20 set description link money. Payloads depart deadline option link assign. Button cancel. Deliver cargo with multiple destination description and rewards column.
Let's keep that job for a minute, guys. Let's go pick a different plane.
A vital flight 1 point Microsoft Flight Simulator 1.
So
Microsoft.
let's go back out of here.
Pause.
Options menu.
And I want you to tell
Page
me
1 of 1.
you guys
Currently
can do this
highlighted.
with me.
Pop-up window.
Let's
Warning.
see if
This
we
will
can
return
get a
you to the
bigger
main menu.
plane.
Do you want to continue?
Pause.
So hold on, we'll just go grab a different plane. I'll go through them with you. You guys tell me
Pause.
which one you
Dot.
think
Gear down. Dot.
would definitely
Next
be
waypoint.
enough
Distance.
for
0 nautic.
doing that.
Arching rate off. Battery master off. Slope 0000. Altimeter 1022 30.19 inches. Dot. Nav
Loading.
GPS switch set to nav.
Welcome
Navigation
menu.
off. Beacon off. Landing
Page
off.
1 of
Taxi
3.
off. Scope off. Instruments.
Okay.
Press ESC to quit to desktop. Local. Notifications. World map.
All right, let's go
World
here.
map screen. Select departure. Aircraft selection.
Aircraft. There we
Customization.
go.
Show tail number. Failures. Weight and balance. Liveries. Aircraft selection. Tail number. Aircraft selection. Welcome. Button. Tail number. Aircraft selection. Welcome.
Oops.
Button.
Hold on.
Tail number. Aircraft selection.
Aircraft selection.
Button. Search bar. Text and Diamond Aircraft of 40 NG Crew. Diamond Aircraft of 62. DG Aviation DG 1000. Cupcrafters X Cup Cruise
Leonian
speed
Universe.
126 knots. True airspeed
LOL.
max altitude 14,000
Trying to
feet.
trick
Endurance
the
6
AI.
hours. Range 695 nautical miles.
No, it's not about tricking it, Leone. You got to pick the correct plane for the correct cargo.
Cupcrafters NX Cup Cruise speed 126 knot. Liveries.
It doesn't tell you anymore what
Cupcrafters
plane
NX Cup Cruise speed
for the job.
126.
You got to
Cupcrafters
pick
X
that.
Cup Cruise speed. Cupcrafters NX Cup Cruise speed 126 knots. True airspeed max altitude 14,000 feet. Endurance 6 hours. Range 695 nautical miles.
Maybe let's do.
Curtis JN4 Jenny Cruise speed. Diamond Aircraft of Flight Design CTSL Cruise speed 100. Fly-by-wire sim. Grumman G21A Goose Cruise speed 100. Douglas DC. Grumman G. JMB Aircraft VL. Pilatus PC6/B. Pilatus PC. Pilatus PC6. Robin DR400/ Ryan NYP. Textron Aviation Beechcraft Bonanza G36 Cruise speed 176
Let's do
knots.
the
True airspeed
Bonanza.
max. Ryan NY. Textron Aviation Beechcraft Bonanza G36 Cruise speed 176. Textron Aviation Beechcraft King Air 350I Cruise speed 244 knots. True airspeed max altitude 35,000 feet.
Actually,
Endurance
let's
6
do the
hours. Range
King Air.
1,800. Textron Aviation Beechcraft King Air 350I Cruise speed 244 knots. All 51. Drop down list. Search bar. Text and Robin DR400/1. Ryan NYP Spirit of St. Louis Cruise speed. Textron Aviation Beechcraft Bonanza G36 Cruise speed 100. Textron Aviation Beechcraft King Air 350I Cruise speed 244 knots. True airspeed max altitude 35,000 feet. Endurance 6 hours. Range 1,000. Selected. Beechcraft King Air
Let's
350.
use that one.
Use right stick up and down to scroll the section. Press ESC to close. Textron Aviation Beechcraft King Air 350I Cruise speed 244 knots. Textron Aviation Beechcraft King Air
Textron
350I Cruise speed
Aviation.
204. Textron Aviation Beechcraft King Air 350I
Brandon
Cruise speed
Armstrong.
244 knots. True
You
airspeed max
actually
altitude
picked the one I was
35,000
going
feet.
to
Endurance 6
suggest
hours.
a
Range
minute ago, the King Air.
1,806 nautical miles.
Beechcraft King Air 350.
Textron Aviation Beechcraft King Air 350I Cruise speed 244 knots. True airspeed
So,
max altitude 35,000. Aircraft selection
go
and
outta here.
customization menu. Zoom in. Button. Press tab to help. Zoom out. Press tab to help. Select departure. Combo box. Search
Okay.
search results.
22B. I'm gonna go ahead and get
22B search results. 1.
22B.
22B select departure. 20 switch departure and select arrival. Combo
Accept the
box.
top of item.com. Run your own accept the top.
Arrival.
Link
Select
22B7
the
NF out of link B.
or
Deliver
select
cargo
the
with multiple. Link
recommended
22B7 NF out of link B. Out of link 0 space N
After an
M5
airport is
B
selected
space
here,
link 4
an additional
B
drop-down list
4
becomes active
B
below this one. To allow selection of a
For
specific airport gate
Victor.
or
Microsoft
runway.
Flight Simulator 1. Microsoft Flight Simulator 1.
Press search result.
Victor 8.
4V8 select arrival. 4V8 Deerfield Valley RGN. Zoom in. Fly. Button.
Next waypoint. TIMECL. Pause. Unpause.
Okay.
Parking brake on. Battery master active. Fuel pump active.
Now
Comma.
we'll go and
Menu.
get the flight set
Page
up
1 of
here.
1.
Hold on.
Accept the jobs of vitals.com. Run your own airline company. Accept the jobs of vitals.com. Run your own airline company.
Brandon Armstrong.
Before I do
That is an awesome plane to
Google Chrome.
fly.
Accept the jobs
Loading,
of
please wait.
I love
Number
flying the
one,
Beach
King
King Air.
506 9 arrives 26 140 logo graphic visit airline visit link. Graphic company
airline
gold star overview heading please visit catalog visit link. Pause.
catalog.
Aircraft. Graphic company search for an aircraft. Here is a list of link card table column 5 type. Column 6 link graphic sortable catalog. Column 7 options. Row 2 sortable name column 1 263. 737 800 DDF Airbus A339 Airbus A100 row 13 sortable name column 190 bills.
Loading,
Asobo Cabby
please
G2
wait.
Microsoft row 15 options column 7 link selection.
77%.
ATR 72600 freighter on Startman slash ATR 72600 airline aviation plus 1 variations row 21 reserve policy 160 row 27 sortable name column 1 DR sim. Beechcraft Bonanza A36 flex square row 29 options column 7 link collection.
Loading,
Unpause.
please
Parking
wait.
brake off. Gear.
Okay, hold on.
83%.
Row 30 flex sortable seats tip column type column 5 light air sortable catalog price tip column 6 options column 7 link by slash link collection. Row 31 sortable name column 1 Beechcraft Bonanza G36. Microsoft Flight Simulator 1.33.8.001 column 2207. Taxi on.
Minimize UI panel. Expand UI
Okay.
panel.
Aircraft list of items. Aircraft list of items. Plus one variation. Each sortable sort of type sort of option link. Rotary 2 sortable name column 1 Beechcraft Bonanza D36 Turbo Sobo. Rabia sortable type sortable options column 7 link collection. Rotary 3 sortable name column 1 Beechcraft D18s. Microsoft sortable type sortable options link collection. Rotary 4 sortable name column 1 Beechcraft D18s and 85 ET. Microsoft sortable type sortable options column link collection. Rotary 5 sortable name column 1 Beechcraft D18s twin. Microsoft sortable type sortable options column 7 link collection. Rotary 6 sortable name column 1 Beechcraft Canary 350i.
There we go.
Options column 7 / red link. 5 Beechcraft Canary 350. Graphic company 5 Beechcraft. I would like to buy. I'm thinking about. I'm short on the budget. Rent Beechcraft Can. Graphic company Rent Beechcraft Canary 50 NF 103 5 1000 no limit link. Table with 21 rows and 9 columns. Row 1 column 3 sortable. Graph column 5 sortable. Row 2 layout column 1 KHFD link card for gray art. Options column 9 profile link.
Oh crap. Hold on. Before I rant,
Out of table graphic
I'm about messed up there.
22 500 9 26 8 140 logo graphic visit airline visit link jobs visit link world visit link business link virtual airlines branding link client visit link community link style /log out button plan of flight time button notification PM 50 NM link graphic
If
company
I
holds
do
22
that
link 569 air visit link 26 days from 141 logo graphic visit airline visit link
I can go
graphic
kill
company
the
22 link 569 air visit 26 days from 141 logo graphic visit airline visit link jobs visit link world visit link business link virtual airlines branding link client visit link community link style /log out button plan of flight visit time airport button notification PM graphic 1 visit fleet visit link catalog visit link fleet visit link
gotta go to fleet, kill that rental that I
graphic
just
company
did.
complete heading level 2 table with 2 rows and 8 columns row 1 column 3 sortable graphic column 4 sort column 6 row 2 options column 8 details link aircraft profile diamond aircraft DA40 lock out button clickable zoom in button zoom out button and red button and red button alert rent ended graphic company gold star your fleet heading level 2 table with 1 rows and 8 columns row 1 column 3 sortable graphic tail number link
Okay, there we go.
Microsoft flights your fleet vitals.com run your PM graphic 1 visit notifications graphic PM table with 1 row column 4 sortable column 6 sortable graphic EPKT link join Discord link graphic company gold 22 509 arrive 26 days 140 logo graphic visit airline visit link
Now we'll go get that
graphic
diamond.
company gold star international overview heading level 4
Order King Air.
fleet visit link catalog visit link aircraft list
Okay.
graphic company gold search for an aircraft heading level here's a link card table column 5 type column 6 link graphics so column 7 options row 2 sortable name column 1 206 730 Airbus A3 Airbus rotor Sobo AT reserve policy 100 row 27 sortable name column 1 DR sim each craft Bonanza A36 Lex square row 29 rotor Lex sortable type sortable catalog price 2 column 6 options column 7 link by /link collection rotor 1 sortable name column 1 each craft Bonanza D36 plus 1 sortable type sortable option link rotor 2 sortable name Rob Young each craft Bonanza D36 Turbo Sobo Rob Young sortable type column 5 sortable catalog price options column 7 link collection rotor 3 sortable name column 1 each craft D18s Microsoft sortable type sortable options column 7 link collection rotor 4 sortable name column 1 each craft D18s and 85 ET Microsoft sortable type sortable options column 7 link collection rotor 5 sortable name column 1 each craft D18s twin Microsoft sortable type sortable options column 7 link collection rotor 6 sortable name column 1 each craft Canary 350i
The reason I did that, guys, if you don't do that and you've already got another one you're leasing, it will not move the second plane that you rent. It will not move it to the airport for you. You got to fly it from wherever you get it from.
options column 7
Brandon
that's
Armstrong.
why I did that.
Wow. If you were to buy a Beach King aircraft built between 2009 and 2011, expect to pay $4 million for it versus one today, which would be $8 million.
150 NM link 300 NM link 500 NM link graphic cover Beechcraft King copyright 2021 graphic cover Beechcraft King 50 NM link 150 NM 300 5 1000 NM no limit link table with 21 rows and 9 columns row 1 column 3 sortable graphic column 5 sortable graphic condition link row 2 layout column 1 KHFD link card for options column 9 profile link rent button alert congratulations
All
graphic
right,
company gold star
there we
international
go.
22 5 9 26 days 100 logo graphic visit airline visit link graphic company overview edit fleet visit link catalog visit moderation double add a custom aircraft popularity link graphic company overview heading level 4 aircraft heading level 4 fleet visit link graphic company gold 22 link 500 9 arrive 26 days 120 logo graphic visit link airline visit link jobs visit link world visit link jobs visit
Okay, go to jobs.
graphic company jobs heading level all visit cargo asset air quick visit link accept the jobs visit accept the jobs graphic company accept the jobs heading level 2 here's a link graphic graph link visit link buttons clickable link graph link man table column 5 deadline column 6 options transport 1 passenger 20 description and rewards column 2 transport 1 passenger link 22 B27 NM 70 degrees link 79 money $407 payload select departure deadline options columns link assign button cancel deliver cargo at multiple destination description and rewards column 2 deliver cargo at multiple link 22 B70 NM 5 degrees link 48 120 NM 114 degrees 48 link your valley KPVZ link Provincetown Mun United options column 6 fly visit link pick an aircraft graphic company pick an aircraft heading level table 2 rows column 4 column row 2 layout column 122 B link options column 8 details link pick link destination vitals.com run your own airline graphic company destination heading level 2 table with 2 column 2 column row 2 sortable layout column 148 link your field options column 7 choose link flight number graphic company flight number 20 from Mountain Meadow airstrip heading level 3 current payload / passenger
There we
graphic
go.
fuel
This better work
pilot
this
space
time.
170 pounds graphic fuel quantity fuel price at this airport 38 $1,805.6 pounds to pay $0 flighter 1804 button update total weight 1974 heading level 3 payload / passenger graphic payload phone case link your fuel valley RGNL 48 0/1368 units link your fuel valley RGNL 48 phone case graphic payload phone case link your fuel valley 0/1368 units slider 0 button load slider 0 phone case slider 132 4 5 6 8 9 10 9 12 for 13 load button flight number 21 graphic flight number 21 heading level 2 update button unload button generate flight plan button start tracking button flight number 21 vitals.com
There we
graphic
go.
company flight number 21 from Mountain Meadow airstrip heading 0 degrees altitude 0 feet
It worked, you guys. See, you got to pick the correct. It used to tell you what plane you got to have for what job. Not no more. You got to pick the right plane for the right job. So,
Microsoft Flight Simulator 1.33. Microsoft Flight
now we got that out of the way, folks.
Runway 36 at 22B.
And we got to move to
Jump
a
to gate. Airport code at
gate. 22B.
Preloaded. Gates list. Part 1. Part 16. Name. Part number 16. Type. Ramp Georgia Small. Part 2. Name. Part number 2. Type. Fuel. Menus. Part 16. Part 1. Name. Part. Microsoft Flight Simulator 1. Gate Part 1 at 22B.
Alright, we're at Park 1. So now we are tracking. We're good to go. The reason you know when you're tracking, you've seen the button.
Flight number 21 Vitals.com. Run your own airline company. Flight number 21 Vitals.com.
When you're tracking,
Graphic company.
this
Flight
is
number 21
what you
heading level 2.
see.
From Mountain Meadow Airstrip. 22B. The dirty heading. 350 degrees.
Shows you your heading.
Altitude.
350
1037
degrees.
feet. Microsoft Flight Simulator 1. Heading 8. 1038 feet ASL.
And shows your altitude.
1038 feet ASL. Flight number
1038.
altitude. 1037 feet.
See? Very
Altitude
accurate.
350 degrees.
350
Microsoft Flight
degrees.
Heading 8.
But it's compass
Flight number 21,
magnetic, so that's not always going to be the same.
Altitude 1037 distance. 69 estimated time left. 17 minutes. Clickable link KBOS.
It's only a
Link KBL.
17-minute
Link KMHD.
flight.
Link KPIM.
You
Zoom
guys
button.
seen
Zoom
that I
button.
hit the
No next
track
button. No next
button,
button.
so we're good.
Microsoft Flight Simulator 1.3.
We're
Microsoft
ready
Flight
to go, so what I'm going to do now...
Zero knots ground speed. Num lock on. Num lock off. Num lock on.
Hold on, you guys.
Parking brake off. Parking brake on. Number 1 ignition off. Number 2 ignition
Let
off.
me
Number 1
shut
fuel
all
valve
this
closed. Number
off
2 fuel
and see
valve
what
closed.
AI does. I think I might have to put it at the gate to start with. But let's just see.
Microsoft Flight Simulator 1.33. Number 1 fuel valve open. Number 2 fuel valve open. Number 1 starter engaged.
Okay, it's going to fire up. And it should request...
Number 1 ignition on.
Here comes our ignition.
Number 1 starter off. Number 2 starter engaged. Number 2 ignition on. Number 2 starter off.
I might have to put it back at the runway because that's where I started it. But we'll see.
Zero knots ground speed.
Bravo traffic Gold Star International. 21 is clear of the runway.
No we're not.
Base part
Oh,
122B.
it's because I moved. Hold on, you guys.
Jump the runway. Airport code at land. 2 runways loaded. Runways list 1836. The news. No. Heading through. Minus 9.697. Length 22.18. The news. No. Heading through. 170.303. Length 22.96. Width 35. Takeoff allowed. No. Landing allowed.
Leonian Universe.
Microsoft Flight Simulator.
Is the AI running through the processes?
No, that's not.
1.33.8.0.
No, it's. Hold on a minute.
0 knots ground speed.
22 Bravo traffic Gold Star International. 21 is clear of the runway.
No, I
Pause.
messed
Options
up.
menu.
Just let me
Page one of
restart
one.
it.
Currently, controls options. Press N to main menu.
We'll just restart
General
the.
options.
Not the
Pop-up
full
window.
flight, but
Warning. This will return you to the main menu.
I started at the
Do you want to
runway and
continue?
I should have started
Below are
at
two
the
buttons.
gate.
1. Continue. 2. Cancel.
Let me see if I can.
Press N to main menu. General options. Press ESC to resume. Press space to load / save. Press home to restart. Press N to main menu. Press home to restart. Pop-up window. Warning. The flight will restart. Do you want to continue? Below are 2 buttons. 1. Continue. 2.
All I'm doing is reloading
Stop 0, 0, 0,
and letting it
0,
start where we
127.8.
started it at. Because I started it at the
Pause.
runway
Okay.
and then
Enter.
I jumped to the
Ready to fly.
gate.
13, 29 point.
Button. Minimize UI
0 knots
panel.
ground.
Expand UI panel. Button.
Flight number 21. Flight number 21. Vitals.com. Run your own.
Alright, hold on a
Microsoft
minute.
0 knots ground. Flight number 21. Vitals.com. Run your own airline company. Confirm form resubmission. Dial cancel button to continue button 1 of 2. Flight number 21 of item. No next button. No next button. Graphic flight number 20 from Mountain Meadow Airstrip heading. 354 Microsoft Flight Simulator 1.33.8.0. Taxion. 0 knots ground speed. Autopilot master active. Flight autopilot master off.
Oops. I'm going to
Zero knots ground
start
speed.
over from scratch. And that was my fault. Let me show you guys what not to do.
Options menu. Page pop-up window.
We don't got to reload the
This will
whole,
return
like
you
we
to
don't
the
got to
main
get a
menu.
new plane,
Do you want to continue?
but
Below are 2 buttons.
I got to
1.
start it fresh
Continue. 2.
because I started at the runway and then I jumped to the gate and it confused it. So
Next
we'll
waypoint.
just
Distance. 0.
put it back there. I'll set it for gate, and then AI will take it away from the gate the way it's supposed
Avionics master off.
to.
Flight. Unpause. Gear down.
Welcome menu. Page 1 of 3. Notificate. World map.
All right,
World
this won't
map
take
screen.
but a second.
Select departure. Combo box. Search
22B.
22B select departure. Switch departure and select arrival. Combo box.
Flight number 21 of item.com running. Flight number
Select
heading.
to open
354
search
degrees
field.
heading. From Mountain
Select
graphic.
for
Flight number 20 from Mountain Meadow
recommended
Airstrip. 22B. WFL 48.
After an airport is
4
selected,
Microsoft Flight
Simulator
an
1.
additional drop. Switch departure. Select arrival. Search
4V8.
4V8 select arrival. 4V8 dear zoom in. Fly. Button.
Next
Press
waypoint.
ESC to go.
Pause. Unpause. Avionics master active.
Okay,
Avionics master active.
now,
Menu. Page 1 of 1.
now, other thing to remember too, sometimes some of the airports, Aviatype with the AI, it's not got nothing to do with the Aviatype actually,
Loading, please wait.
with the AI,
5%.
sometimes gets buggy at
1200.
certain
Next waypoint. 48.
airports.
Distance. 70 nautical miles.
Hopefully it
Microsoft Flight Simulator 1.3.
doesn't do it
Loading,
again,
please wait.
but
77%.
you can't start at the runway and jump to the gate and then have AI do it, because I've noticed it gets real buggy like that.
Loading, please wait.
Unpause. Target rate
83%.
off. Gear down. Dot com 1.
Ready to fly.
122.90.
Button.
Altimeter. 1022. 30.19 inches. Dot target rate on. Altimeter. 1013. 29.92 inches. Dot flaps 20. Taxion.
Minimize UI panel.
Okay.
Expand UI
Num lock
panel.
off. Num lock on.
Button.
Target rate off. Target rate on. 819 feet. Runway 36 at 22 feet / 2296.
If this don't work, we'll have to put it at the runway, but I just want to see if it'll work. I think it will.
Flight number 21 of item. Flight number 21 of item. Confirm form. Cancel button. Continue button. Flight number 21 of item.com. Run your own airline. Clickable zoom out button. No next button. No next button. No next button. After landing checklist heading level 3. No next. Microsoft. Target rate off.
Yep, see, it's working. Here we go.
9 knots ground speed.
40 knots.
10,
63 knots. 84 knots. 102 knots. Airborne. 119 knots. On ground.
I just hit something, y'all.
You collided with an object and caused critical damage to the aircraft. Below are 2 buttons. 1. Restart.
We better.
Back to main menu.
Oh, shit.
Flight number 21 of item. Flight number 20. Table with 7 rows and 3 out of table heading level 3 after landing checklist. Confirm form resubmission dialog to pay. Cancel button. Continue button 1 of 2. Flight number 20. Graphic flight number 20 from Mountain Meadow Airstrip heading. 300 altitude 1019 feet. Clickable zoom out button. No next button. No next button.
Hold on, we gotta do this over. Hold on.
Simon M. Join Discord. EPK. Restart the flight. Resume flight tracking. Restart the flight. Clickable heading level 5. Are you sure? Close button. Cancel button. Roger that. I want to restart it. Flight number 21 of graphic flight number from Mountain Meadow Airstrip. We have found both ability to resume tracking. We have found both data for this flight. If you change anything in fuel/payload, you will lose flight 1804. Update button. Flight 1804.
Hold on, guys. I need to start at a gate so it can get far enough back on the runway.
Microsoft Flight Simulator 1.33. Microsoft.
Restart. Button. Back to main menu.
So let me put it at a gate.
Warning. This will return you to the main menu. Do you want to continue? Below are 2 buttons.
That's why I never started a runway, but I did it because I messed up in the beginning. So let's just go to the gate,
Avionics master off.
and
Gear
hopefully
down.
that'll be far enough back
menu.
so it can.
Page 1 of 3. Friends. World map. World map screen. Flight. Press space to more.
Okay.
Search results. 0. Select departure. Aircraft selection. Select departure.
Departure
Search result.
22B.
22B. Select departure. Switch departure. Select arrival. Search results. 0.
4V8.
4V8 / select arrival. 4V 22B runway.
And then I'm
36.
going to go right here
Drop down list.
and put it at a
Runway
gate.
36. Parking 2 fuel box. Parking 1 ramp GA. Parking 16 parking 1 ramp GA small. Run gate. Parking 1 ramp GA small.
Okay, there we go.
Drop-down list.
Now,
Zoom in. Plot.
Pause. Unpause. Flight number 21 of iDoc.com. Unfortunately, one or more aircraft properties don't match.
Page 1 of 1.
Fuel quantity. Fuel price at this airport. 38 cents fuel quantity. Graphic fuel. 107. Graphic flight numbers from Mountain Meadow Airstrip. 22B. Unfortunately, one or more aircraft properties don't match. Next waypoint. 4 found bold data for this flight. If you change anything in fuel/payload, you will lose
Loading, please wait.
ability to resume tracking. You can continue the flight from the last known position. Check the proper checkbox at the bottom. Heading level 3 current payload/passenger list on these. Slider 1804. Update button. Your fuel value RTNL 448. Link your fuel. Home case slider 1368. Unload button.
Loading, please
Home
wait.
case. Unload button.
80%.
Generate flight plan button. Table with 11 rows and 4 columns. Client version row 2 start tracking button.
Let's just see what this does.
Flight number 21 of iDoc. Graphic flight numbers from Mountain Meadow Airstrip.
Loading, please
22B.
wait.
The fuel value RT heading.
83%.
0 degrees. Altitude. 0 feet. Distance. 69 point estimated time left. 17 minutes.
Ready
Okay.
to fly.
Microsoft Flight Simulator 1.33. Unpause. Navigation on.
Minimize UI panel.
All
Expand
right,
UI
so
panel.
we're at the gate.
Button.
Now let's do it the right way.
Task switching. Flight number. Microsoft Flight Simulator. Microsoft Flight Simulator. Parking brake off. Microsoft Flight Simulator 1.
Some of these
Microsoft
airports
Flight Simulator
are
1.33.
really tricky, you guys.
Microsoft Flight Simulator 1.33.8.0.
Minimize UI panel. Button.
It's not.
Flight number 21. Flight number 20.
This is a problem with some of the airports. It does this.
Microsoft Flight Sim. Microsoft. Number 1 fuel valve closed. Number 2 fuel valve closed.
Oh, I did that wrong. Hold on.
Parking brake on.
Well, I
Parking brake
thought
off. Parking brake on.
AI is not working.
Parking brake off. Microsoft Flight Simulator 1. Pause.
Options menu.
Unpause.
Page 1 of 1.
Why is it not starting the jet, you guys? AI is not doing nothing with
Avionics master
it.
active. Battery master active. Number 1 starter engaged. Number 2 starter engaged.
Oh, here we go.
Landing gear. Landing gear.
Flaps 40. Autopilot master active. Flight director. Autopilot master off.
Landing gear. Landing gear. Landing gear. Landing gear.
Gear motion.
Landing
Dot.
gear.
Gear motion.
Landing
Dot. Pause.
Landing.
Pop-up window.
It wasn't even moving.
Collided with an object and
All right,
caused
hold
damage
on,
to the
you
aircraft.
guys.
Below are 2 buttons. 1. Restart. 2. Back to main menu. Back to main menu. Button. Restart. Button. Pop-up window. Warning. The flight will restart. Do you want to continue?
Hold on. I don't know why it did that, but
Avionics master off. Parking brake.
just bear with me, you guys. This is AI stuff on 2020.
Alt. Unpause. Parking brake off.
Loading, please wait. 100%. Expand UI panel. Button.
Avionics master active. Battery master active. Navigation on. Beacon on. Landing on.
All right, let's see what it does.
0 knots ground speed. Taxiway at 22B. Gear down. Dot. Gear down. Dot. Flaps 0. Autopilot master active. Autopilot master off. Parking brake on.
Now it should
Com 1.
request.
122.90. Number 1 ignition on.
Here we go.
Number 1 starter off. Number 2 ignition on. Flight number 20. Flight number 21 of iDoc.com. Graphic flight number 21 from Mountain Meadow Airstrip. Heading 350 altitude. Park 10 20 feet. Dialog. Cookie policy terms and private assignment. Join Discord link. ETKT restart the flight and tracking link. Clickable heading level 5. Are you sure? Close button. Cancel button. Roger that. I want to restart it. Flight number. Graphic flight number 21 heading level update button. Unload button. Generate flight. Start tracking button. Alert you cannot fly this flight. The aircraft is under repair failures.
Oh, okay. Dang it.
Graphic
All
company.
right, we're gonna do this flight anyways.
Flight number 21 heading from Mountain Meadow Airstrip. Slider 1804. Update button. Your fuel value RTNL 4. Home case slider. Unload button. Generate flight plan button. Table with 11 rows and 4 columns. Client version row 2 stack.
So I messed it up on Aviatype, but we're still gonna do the flight
Microsoft Flight Sim. Microsoft Flight Sim.
because I'm curious to see if it can take off from here. And that's the thing I wanted to share with you guys. You got to be careful because sometimes certain planes can't take off from certain airports. So we'll see what it does.
Microsoft Flight Simulator 1.3.
You got to have damage on with the aviatype. Josh said there was a setting where you didn't, but no matter what setting you put on, you've got to have damage turned on.
3 knots ground speed. Taxiway at 22B.
But we are taxiing,
Flight number
so...
21vitals.com. Start tracking but resume my last flight experimental checkbox not checked. Start tracking but table with 11 rows and 4 columns client version row 2. Start tracking but alert you cannot fly this flight. Resume my last add additional 1000 EPKT link. Join Discord link.
Actually...
22, 5, 9 airline 26 days 120 logo graphic visit airline visit link. Jobs visit link. World visit link. Business link. Virtual airlines link. Rankings link. Client visit community link. Sky leads lockout button. Graphic 25 9 airline 26 days 120 logo graphic visit airline visit link. Graphic company goals. Elements list. Fleet. Visit night flight number 20. Graphic company. Graphic company fleet heading level 2. Table with 2 row column 4 row column 6 rows options column 8 details link. Table link. EPKT link. Join Discord link. EPK table with details link. Aircraft profile. Graphic each craft pick a profile with aircraft produced in 2014. Clickable zoom in button. Zoom out button. Clickable yield link. Copyright opens. Zoom out button. And red button. I button. Order service button. Order service button. Order engine number 2. 85 point order. Engine number 1. Order service button. Change button. Transform button. Transfer button. No next button. Transform change button. Order service button. 512,200 services link KBDL. At this airport. It will cost you an additional 2,100 services link KB $512,250. Services at this airport. This airport doesn't offer renovation aircraft renovation plus 20%. Order engine number 1. Order engine number 2. Order service button. 30,700 offer services link KB performed at this airport. This airport doesn't offer annual inspection service. Perform annual inspection. Order service button. I button. Order service button. 6,140 perform this inspection at this airport. Perform a 100-hour inspection. Graphic return. Button by. And red button. Clickable zoom out button. Zoom in button. Zoom out and red button. I button. Order service button. Order service button. Order service button. Alert 100-hour. Graphic company each craft pick a profile with aircraft produced in 24. 100-hour inspection has been completed. Clickable button zoom in. Button zoom out. Clickable link leaflet copyright. Next 100 hours. 100 hours. Next annual inspection 3 months from now. 100 hours / 6001 aircraft / worst engine condition. And red button. I button. Order service button. Order service button. Order engine number 2. 85 point order. Engine number 1. 100% button. Order engine number 2. Order engine number KBDL link Bradley International United States.
Okay.
Graphic 22B 569 Microsoft flight. At 22B. 0 knots ground speed. 811 PASF. Command key disabled. Command key disabled. Folder view list of idle game client export +14 train track. Start top search toggle button open the next button task view toggle HP support assistant show hidden icons. Show hidden icons. Privacy apps using your network info. Privacy apps show hidden icons button. Button 1 of 10. Button 2 of 10. FSU IPC 7 button 3 button 1. Button 2 FSU Op Studio talking flight monitor. Op Studio talking flight monitor. Unknown. TFM restart R. About A website. Issue tracker keyboard. K command keys enable settings S. Shutdown S. Restart R. Shutdown setting command keys enable C. Keyboard K. Issue tracker I keyboard command keys enable C. Unknown.
Command key enabled.
Microsoft flight
Hayden Herrick.
Microsoft flight. 0
Hello.
knots ground speed. 0 knots indicated. At 22B.
Trying to figure out what it's doing. Alright, so
Pause.
Options menu.
I'm going to start it over now that I ordered service on it, guys. It had damages.
Aircraft profile beach craft and air 350 aircraft.
Should be able to take off
Graphic
this
comes
time.
22B 569 air I visit 26 days 120 logo graphic visit airline visit link.
Press home
So
to
we go
restart.
here.
Graphic company overview fleet visit link catalog visit moderation upload add a custom air popularity link advertising link skills visit logbook visit reset / delete change your password income statement financing deals current staff search for flight clickable zoom in button zoom graphic 22 500 9 air I 26 day 120 logo graphic visit airline visit link jobs visit link
Go to
graphic company job
jobs.
setting all visit link cargo visit link passenger air ambulance quick visit link accept the jobs visit link
Leonian
Accept
accept the
Universe.
jobs graphic accept the jobs setting level 2
Is the parking brake off?
No, it's AI, Leone. You don't have nothing to do with AI. It's because the plane was damaged.
here's a clickable graphic link link KDFW link KDTW link K link visit link link K button clickable link graphic manage table with 3 rows and column 2 this column 6 options transport 1 passenger 22B 27 description and rewards column 2 link spend money payload departure deadline options column link assign button cancel deliver cargo at multiple destinations 22B description and rewards 48 link KPVC link options column 6 fly visit link
But
fit aircraft graphic
we
company
got
aircraft
it. We got it now, buddy. Let me get it.
row 2 layout column 122B options column 8 details visit link fit visit link
Pick.
graphic company aircraft which aircraft should be used for this flight heading level 2 pick an aircraft which aircraft should be used cannot fly this aircraft it's grounded table with 2 rows and 8 columns row 1 column 1 layout
Oh, it's because it's grounded. AI is not going to. Okay.
Microsoft Flight Simulator 1 Microsoft Flight Simulator 1
So
Local players. Options.
we're just going to do a flight without Aviatype right now because I had to do repairs on that daggone thing.
fit an aircraft
So let's just do something a little bit different. Just so you
Microsoft
guys
Flight
can enjoy a flight.
Local players. Options. Button. Currently highlighted. Assistance
Leonian
options.
Universe.
But social panel.
Oh, I see.
Assistance
You're
options.
not manually flying the
304.
craft like usual then?
Press
Pause.
ESC to
Interesting.
resume.
pause
No,
Options
you
menu.
can't with AI
Page 1 of
unless
1.
it's
Currently
PMDG.
highlighted. Assistance options. Pop-up window. Warning. This
But
will
we
return
are
you to the
going to
main
fly
menu.
one that
Do you want to
I'm
continue?
able to do
Below
that
are 2
with. Hold
buttons.
on.
1. Continue. 2.
I just got to switch to the plane that I use AI a little bit on this other plane that I'm going to fly, but well, Brandon, you know I've flown this one before. You'll see what it is in a minute.
Welcome menu. Page 1 of 3. Note, social, world map. World map screen. Flying in Textron Aviation Beechcraft King Air 350i. From select departure
You know,
runway.
I think what we'll do,
Select
folks,
arrival runway. Flight conditions, live weather. Select departure. Combo box. Search results.
Because I just want to show you guys.
Ranks. Hi
KSDF
all.
slash select departure.
Hey,
KSDF
Josh.
Louisville IN. Switch departure. Select arrival. Search
Alright,
results.
and we'll do
0.
this.
Kind slash in. Select arrival.
This won't be a
Kind
super
Indian.
long
Switch
flight.
KSDF aircraft selection and
I'm going to give you
aircraft
guys a good
aircraft selection.
idea of
Search bar. Robin DR 400. Textron Aviation Cessna. Textron Aviation Cessna 208B Grand Caravan X cruise speed 109. Textron Aviation Cessna Citation CJ4 cruise speed 451 knots. True airspeed max altitude 4. Viking Air Limited de Havilland. Textron Aviation Cessna 152 cruise speed 100 and Textron Aviation Cessna 172 Skyhawk G1000. Textron Aviation Cessna 172 Skyhawk. Textron Aviation Cessna 172 Skyhawk.
Let me find what
All
I'm looking
51.
for.
Search
here.
bar. Textron Aviation Cessna. Robin DR 400 liveries.
Let's
Button.
see. Where
Robin
is
DR
it?
400. Pilatus PC 6 slash. Pilatus PC 6 slash. Robin Cap 10 cruise speed. Pilatus PC 6 slash. JMB aircraft V. Icon A5 cruise speed 8. Hughes Aircraft Company. Flight design CTSL. Fly-by-wire simulation. Grumman G21A Goose. Gamble Cavalry G. Extra 330 LT cruise speed. Dare DBM 900 and Douglas DC3. Classic. Extra 330 LT cruise speed 100. Dare DBM 930 cruise speed 330 knots. True airspeed max altitude. Cupcrafters X Cub. Skis cruise. Cupcrafters X Cub. Cupcrafters X Cub cruise speed 100. Cupcrafters NX Cub cruise speed 126.
I think we'll fly.
Cupcrafters NX Cub cruise speed 1. Boeing 737-900 ER cruise speed 400.
No, we're not doing that right now.
Boeing 700.
Hold on, let me get to it. I went to the wrong spot.
Cupcrafters X. DGA. Doug. Grumman. JMB. Pilatus PC. Textron Aviation Beechcraft Banet. Textron Aviation Beechcraft King Air 350i cruise speed 244 knots. True airspeed max. Textron Aviation Beechcraft King Air 350i cruise speed 200. All 51. Search bar. Text Robin DR 400 slash. Textron Aviation Cessna 1. Textron Aviation Cessna 208B Grand Caravan X cruise speed 109 liveries. Textron Aviation Cessna 208B Grand Caravan X cruise speed 1. Textron Aviation Cessna Citation CJ4 cruise speed 400. Viking Air Limited de Havilland.
Okay.
Textron Aviation Cessna 200.
Right here.
Selected.
All right.
Cessna 208. Aircraft selection and customization. NAV log. Zoom out. But NAV log. Flight conditions. Social. Zoom in. Fly.
Pause. Unpause.
We'll do this one.
Page
Aviatype.
1 of 1.
Cessna 218.
The plane was under repair, and yeah, it got grounded. So we're just going to do a flight without Aviatype right now,
Please wait. 42%.
Yes, switch set the GP.
just for the fun of it.
Next waypoint. Microsoft Flight Simulator 1.33.8.0. Pause. Gear up.
Loading,
Dot. Gear
please
down.
wait.
Dot.
Yeah, when the
70%.
AI is on, Leone, you can't do anything at all. You can't control anything.
Loading, please wait. 80%.
So we're going to do a
Loading, please
flight
wait.
from Louisville
80%.
to Indianapolis. It's not a super long flight, but it'll be fun. I've got another flight. If you guys are going to be up later, you can come to that
Loading,
too.
please wait.
That I got to
80%.
do with the PMDG. I've got a flight that I got to get done with Aviatype
wait.
with the PMDG.
80%.
But it's a
Pause.
scheduled
Parking brake off. Altimeter. 1018. 30.
flight, so it's not quite time yet.
Ready to fly.
Next waypoint. Time. Distance. 0 nautical miles.
At runway tree 5 left.
Microsoft Flight Simulator 1. Altimeter. 1018. 30.06 inches. Dot. Flight director off. Fuel pump active. Altimeter. 1013. 79.92 inches. Dot. Landing on. Flaps 15. Num lock off. Num lock on. Parking brake off. Parking brake on.
All right, so
Runway 35 LKS.
we're already on the runway, so it's going to take off. I'm not jumping to the gate because it will mess up the AI.
Microsoft Flight Simulator 1.33.8.0. Parking brake off.
$32 knots.
36 knots ground speed.
Here we go.
52 knots.
Runway 35 LKSDF slash 11,889.
71 knots. 86 knots. Airborne.
Attention,
On
Captain.
ground. Airborne.
Please check your
99 knots.
Aviatype tracking. This flight is not tracked.
Pick an aircraft. Star HTTP.
I repeat.
Microsoft Flight Sim. Pick an aircraft.
This flight is not tracked.
Microsoft Flight Simulator.
There we go. We're not using Aviatype on this one, so we're good.
509, 1096 feet per minute. 537 feet, 1050 feet per minute. Flaps 15. Meter pound, dot. Meter pound, dot. Flaps 0, flaps 0.
Louisville Tower FREDOMG
Meter pound, dot.
09er
715 PASL.
Continue for north departure.
But I wanted to show you guys how good AI does flying these smaller planes. Now you can do camera views, you know, I mean, you can still move your camera around with AI flying, but
Time and destination, 34 minutes, 54 seconds.
Louisville Tower
Jefferson, Kentucky, United States, Eastern Standard Time.
FREDOMG 09er Delta Whiskey frequency change.
Com 1, 132.07.
Louisville approach FREDOMG 09er Delta Whiskey is type Cessna Caravan 5 miles north of Standifer, 1,400 feet. Request clearance to transition
I like the
Charlie
Caravan, it flies really nice.
Squawk 753.
Leonian Universe.
Global 09er
This is
Delta
fun for
Whiskey.
those times where you don't feel like programming the CDU and setting everything up to fly.
Yeah, exactly, Leonie. And like I said, sometimes you're going to learn in Aviatype. If you go do a flight, you pick a plane, and like you guys just seen, it wouldn't let me load the cargo until I picked a plane that could handle that cargo. Before, Aviatype used to tell you which plane you need to fly. Not now. You pick the plane, and it doesn't matter. You got to know, hey, can that plane carry that or not? Alright, I'm switching headsets, guys, and let me know if you can still hear
2,000
me.
feet.
Alright, can you guys still hear me? Brandon, Josh, Leonie.
$492 feet per minute.
Louisville approach FREDOMG LOBAL 09er
515 feet per minute.
5 miles southwest of Kilo Juliet Victor Yankee. Request IFR to Indianapolis ready to copy.
Hayden Herrick.
Flight director active, altitude flight active, and walk active,
555.
baby.
Freedom Global 09er Delta Whiskey cleared to Indianapolis
Okay.
Airport as filed. Squawk
Louisiana, United States.
7534. Turn right heading 355. Resume own navigation.
Leonian
climb,
Universe.
and maintain 10,000
Yep,
feet.
you can
Freedom
still be
Global
heard.
09er Delta Whiskey.
Yeah, I do like the fact that you can use the AI when you just want to sit back and enjoy a flight. Not do all the setting everything up. Maybe you had a long day, you don't feel like messing with it. Just go over and get you a flight on, you know, on here and let AI fly it. You're going to have bumps when, you know, when doing flights with Aviatype until you learn what airports are good, which ones are not, what planes works for what, which planes don't. There's no way to know that until you just go through that experience.
4,000 feet.
Alright, we're gonna walk out for a minute, you guys. Give me 1 second, you guys.
5,000 feet.
Alright, you guys. I will be happy when they update the client and they update the AI where you can actually hire AI, which you can already hire them, but you cannot have them do flights for you yet. But that's coming up next. When they do another update with their client stuff, it's going to be pretty amazing. The conversations chatting with AI already, it's really good. I told one of my AI pilots, I said that I was going to fire. I said, I'm going to fire you as soon as we land because you are doing a horrible job. And it told me it did not appreciate my professionalism, or how to say it. It said, I do not appreciate the way you're treating me, not using professionalism in the correct manner or something like that. I freaking died laughing, you guys. I'm like, really? Freaking AI's smarting off to me. No, you're fired when we land. And Josh, there's no setting that lets you keep damage off all the way. You've got to have damage on. There's no setting that will allow you to fly with damage turned off. I need to get with somebody that's got developer mode on, and I need to go through some of the display settings because the reason my developer mode is giving me problems on reading stuff, it has to do with me being connected to a display. Well, my tower's not connected by default to a display, and so it took me forever to turn off developer mode. I couldn't get it back off. I had it on, but it wouldn't show me the option. It wouldn't even let me switch it, and it all had to do with the monitor, with me not connected to a monitor. I had to connect to the TV, and then I barely got it to let me turn it off, and it's all got to do with those display settings, and I need to go in there and really get that set the right way. I wasn't the only one that had trouble. I had to look online, and I found the troubleshooting because the screen, when you don't have on a display at all, the screen doesn't show all the way, so it's not showing the setting for on and off. It just is partial screen. So
AP altitude, 2,000 feet.
I ain't on the phone with anybody. I was on that flight that I'm doing. So yeah, very short flight here we're doing just to show you guys. They still got some work to do with the AI flying, but it does the job.
AP altitude, 3,000 feet.
Hayden Herrick. In P3D, the only general aviation aircraft you can fly is the Cessna 206 and the Citation XLS.
You can't fly those though, Peyton. There's no accessibility with them. You can't fly those.
Arranks. Happy to report self-loading cargo doesn't lag anymore. There is one accessibility issue that needs fixing from what I can see, but buttons etc. appear labeled.
Yeah, I forgot to talk about that, Josh. I've got the new self-loading cargo installed. It's still a little buggy, and there is stuff it doesn't read, but it doesn't lag. But there are still some bugs, and I don't even know if you'd call it bugs, or just some vision stuff that we can't see and the reader doesn't pick up, because I was watching the video on it, and some of that stuff there's just no way for us to know, but it's definitely usable. But not on 2020. It's kind of a pain in the butt, because 2020 don't have the... It gives you a door issue when you try to open it. It wants to open the door.
Hayden Herrick. I've done several flights with the Citation XLS.
How's that, Peyton? Last time I checked, you might have, but there's no accessibility with flying it. So I'm sure the flight was very minimal as far as what you could do with it.
Keep speed not above 210 knots. Expect ILS runway.
But maybe you know something that I don't. Last time I checked, those were not accurate with the TFM information.
To be fair, PAX also has those visual panels, e.g. passenger manifest.
Well, it does, but PAX is better than self-loading, I think.
10,000 feet.
It's easier to manage, that's for sure. Even though self-loading's got some good audio stuff, but it's a lot better than what it was. But like I said, with 2020, you gotta be careful with it, because you'll have a door issue with it, and you can make it to where it doesn't do it automatically, but it's a boarding thing where the door will open, then it shuts automatically, and so you got to keep on hitting the button, and that would take forever. So then you got to change that setting to where I can't remember how I did it, but it's a little bit of a pain in the butt.
Hayden Herrick. I flew it with FS Tramp from Lakeland to Kenosha.
You flew the Citation with only FS Tramp, is what you're telling me. I'll have to look at that. The last time I seen it was a bit tricky to fly those planes. I didn't think TFM read that stuff on the Citation. Maybe it does. I didn't think it did.
Hayden Herrick. Yes, the freeware one, Riku.
Yeah, I don't know, Peyton. I'd have to look at it to see. I'm not very familiar with that airplane.
Hayden Herrick. I meant on Riku.
Yeah, I don't know.
Hayden Herrick. I got it to climb at 4,000 feet per minute. Leonian Universe. Gotta rest before work tomorrow, but gonna keep this in the background.
Microsoft Flight Simulator 1.33.8.0. 11,581 PASL. Minus 23 feet per minute. 11,580 PASL. Time and route to destination, 17 minutes, 18 seconds. Jackson, Indiana, United States. U.S. Eastern Standard Time.
Delta Whiskey traffic in sight.
Arranks. Just finished my aviatif flight for the night.
Good deal. Josh.
Arranks. Just chilling on the stream now.
Descend and maintain 5,000 feet, Freedom Global, 09er Delta Whiskey.
11,414 feet ASL. Minus 1568 feet. 10,996 feet ASL.
Alright, we should be.
Minus 1493 feet per minute. 10,894 feet ASL. Minus 1476. 10,806 feet ASL. 10,771 feet ASL. Bartholomew, Indiana, United States. Minus 1467 feet per minute. (1:01 a.m.)
Yeah, it's called. Exactly.
(10,000 feet). 9915 feet ASL.
Yeah, I'm actually, while we're flying, I'm going to show you guys how to do this because I'm going to do it on mine. It didn't let me do it earlier.
569 air visited link. 26 days from now visited link. 123,000 photographic visited airline visited link. Photographic 123,004 photographic airline visited link.
So we'll go to airline.
Graphic company overview heading level 3 visited link. Catalog visited moderation. Add a customer popularity link. Advertising visit sales visited link. Logbook visited link. Reset / delete account visited link. Reset your progress.
Go into reset.
Graphic company reset your progress. Password edit protected link.
Put in your password.
Starting airport edit selected 22D. B unselected. Land.
And I'm just going to put in KSDF.
KSDF. Need my flight history. I need flight history. You will lose your current rank. Flights finished for other airlines won't be deleted. Check.
Not worried about that.
Permanently remove my account and all data as ID fitted. Checkbox not checked. Start with more money. Checkbox not checked.
You can start with more money. I'm actually not going to do that this time.
Software penalties for aircraft crashes. Checkbox not checked.
Software penalties for aircraft crashes. So what that means...
In the normal mode, the aircraft is destroyed and removed from your fleet when you crash it. All tops.
So when you crash, normally it destroys it and the job's canceled.
And run board or cancel too. And you pay a money penalty for not completing tops. This. Beta option disables this and you can repeat the flight.
This will allow you to repeat the flight. Which...
Software penalties for aircraft crashes. Checkbox not checked. In the normal mode, the aircraft is destroyed and removed from your fleet when you crash it. All tops. Com run. 128.17.
It's not a bad idea, but I believe there's a penalty
And run board or
behind
cancel
that
two option disables this and you can repeat the flight. Checkbox not checked. Easy mode.
Easy mode.
This will give you higher money rewards for tops.
Gives you higher money rewards.
Checkbox not checked. Easy mode. Checked.
We'll do that for higher
This will give you higher
money.
money. Checkbox not checked. No random aircraft failures. A random failure can be after a flight. Checkbox not checked. No random aircraft failures.
So you have random aircraft failures.
A random failure can be after a flight depending on the aircraft condition. This disables this.
I'm gonna leave that alone because we're just gonna be flying other people's
Checkbox not
airplanes.
checked. No
It's
random
gonna
aircraft
make
failure can be
enough
checkbox not checked.
money.
No random aircraft failure. A random failure can be after a flight depending on the aircraft condition. Feature. Checkbox not checked. No time compression lock. Feature. Checkbox not checked. No time compression lock.
No time compression
Feature.
lock.
Checkbox not checked. No time. Normally, when you use simulation time compression, you will be locked for the time of the flight. Will fade without it. Normally, when you checkbox not checked. No time compression lock. Check.
So we don't want that.
Normally, menu will take without it. Checkbox not checked. Free public transport.
And then free public transport, that's instant public transport that you can
Menu,
get.
free and instant. Public transport option will be available. You can combine it with above time compression feature to get an instant airport to airport transport. Menu, free checkbox not checked. Free public transport.
But if you do that, you gotta have that time compression.
Will take without it. Normally, menu simulation time checkbox check no time compression lock. Normally, menu simulation time compression. You will be locked for the time of the flight. Checkbox check no time compression lock. Normally, a checkbox check no time compression lock. Normally, menu simulation time compression. You will be locked for the time of the flight. 6,000 feet. Checkbox check no time compression lock.
So we're going to uncheck
Normally,
that so
menu
I
simulation time
can
will
do
take without it.
this.
Checkbox not checked. Free public transport. Will take without it. Checkbox not checked. Free public transport. Will take with checkbox not checked. Free public checked. Menu, free and instant public transport option will be available. You can combine it with above time compression feature to get an instant airport to airport transport. Menu, free and instant public transport checkbox check will take without it. Normally, menu using checkbox not checked no time compression lock.
Oh, we do want the no time compression.
Check. Normally, menu will take checkbox menu above checkbox not checked single player mode. But K.Acom uses if you use this box version of the MSFS and not use Windows client. If it is
Single player mode, that's if you're not using
Glide slope
the
is allowed.
Windows client.
NAV1 is glide slope.
Use if it enables. You cannot add more button permanently without the ability to undo. Enables. You can permanently without the ability to undo. Reset my progress button.
Alright, reset
Edit your progress
progress.
as in reset. Edit your profile data file. Graphic company edit your profile data and realize that you don't like your current airline name. No problem. You can change your progress as in reset. Your nickname. Edit J. Airline name. Edit Gold Star International. Airline name. Edit Gold Star International. Airline edit J. Your nickname edit blank. J.
It
Blank.
didn't
J.
save my info last time anyway, so I'm going to put in my name.
Airline name edit selected Gold Star International. L1. As autocomplete.
Freedom Global International.
International global. Freedom. Global. Internet blank. L blank. Airline identification. 4 letters. Edit selected GSIF. F.
So,
As autocomplete.
Freedom Global International Airlines.
FCIA. Save changes button. Edit your profile data file.com. Run your own airline company. Edit Iowa button.
There we
Graphic
go.
company edit your profile data. Realize that you don't like your current airline name. No problem. You can change it.
Okay, so we saved it.
Graphic company KSDF New Legal International Scan for 5 United States. 569 visited link. 9 air I visited link. 26 days from now visited link. 9 air I visit 560 KSDF New Legal 509 air I 26 days from now visit $100 visited link.
Start you out with $100. I didn't do cash.
Photographic visited link. Airline visited link.
So what I'm going to do is go to
Jobs visited link.
Jobs.
Graphic company jobs heading level for all visited link. Cargo visited link. Passenger visit air ambulance link. Quick visited link.
You go to quick.
Jobs of duck.
Now this will
Graphic
tell
company gold
you
jobs heading level 2.
airplanes you
Here you
need.
can find the list of available clickable graphic job 3080. Zoom button. Zoom out button. Job type. Quick button collapsed. Aircraft. Not selected button collapsed. Sort by. Distance. Ascending. Button collapsed. Distance. Local button. No next button. Sort by. Aircraft. Not selected button. Sort by. Distance. Ascend. Expanded. List with 9 link distance. This link cargo weight. Ascending. Link cargo weight. This link on your award. Link popularity award. Link on your award.
And we'll do
Jobsofitals.com. Run your own airline company.
money
Graphic company
reward.
jobs heading level 2. Here you can clickable graphic link A, link A, visit link 2, link A, buttons, clickable link graphic link manage button. These are 100 beginning cannot link distance, table with column for 5 deadline, column 6 options, deliver 9 cylinders of natural gas, KSDF 192 NM, description and rewards, column 2, deliver 9 cylinder, link KSDF 192 NM, 192 degrees, link KFYM. Money, $1,201.79 popularity, 0% reputation, payload /remarks, column 3 penalty, top sky off, G1000 right parenthesis expiring, 3 days, 14 departure, column 4 N/A.
Okay, so it's KSDF.
Deadline column 5 3 weeks, 15 hours. Options column 6 link date. Deliver 4 barrels of toxic waste. KS description and rewards column 2. Deliver 4 barrels of toxic link KSDF 170 NM 315 degrees legal 55. Money $1,132.15 popularity. Payload /remarks column time and aircraft departure column deadline column 5 1 options column 6 link date. Deliver 3956 packages of medical face masks. KS description and rewards column 1 graphic icon. Description and rewards column 2. Deliver 3956 package link KSDF 160 NM 100 degrees link 4I0. Money $1,100 payload /sky off departure deadline options column transport 2 passengers. KSDF description and rewards column 2 transport 2 pass link KSDF 180 NM 355 degrees link C92. Money $1,102.64 payload /remarks column 3 penalty. Top hours 54 minutes. Departure column 4 N/A. Deadline column 5 1 day. Options column 6 link date. Transport 2 passengers. KSDF 170 NM 319 degrees KTIP. Money $1,101.54 popularity. 0% reputation. 0% row 6 column 1 graphic icon. Description and rewards column 2 transport 2 passengers. Column 1 graphic icon. Description and rewards
Okay.
KSDF 1 money 1,000 payload /room hours. Departure column 4 deadline column 5 options column 6 link date. Transport 2 passengers. KSDF description and rewards column link KSDF 169 NM 198 degrees link club. Money payload hours. Departure deadline column 5 1 options column transport description and rewards column link KSDF 170 NM 315 degrees link 55.
So anyways, I'm going to wait for I pick a job.
Money 894 payloads in. Departure deadline options transport 1 passenger description and rewards link KSDF 170 NM.
Because I want to show you
Table
guys some
graphic
other
Microsoft Flight
stuff
Simulator
when we
1.33
land
Microsoft Flight Sim.
about jobs.
Simulator 1.33.
You can, well, not right now. You don't really want to in the beginning. You want to wait till you actually own an aircraft to set up flights. So we'll look at that another time. I got to get some flights in, and then we'll go over stuff like that.
Time and destination 6 minutes 8 seconds. Minus 16 feet 40 34 VASL. minus 49 feet per minute.
Almost there, you guys.
Johnson, Indiana, United States.
Not far to go, folks.
Descend and maintain 4,000 feet, Freedom Global, 09er Delta Whiskey.
Four thousand feet.
Tower on 120.9er Freedom Global, 09er Delta Whiskey.
Comma,
Landing
120.50.
tower
Alright, here we go.
FREEDOMGLOBAL 09er Delta Whiskey 1 2 miles northeast inbound ILS runway 2 tree right approach. Cleared ILS runway 2 tree right approach Freedom Global
2,500.
09er Delta Whiskey.
Flaps 15.
There goes our flaps.
Rings. Are you in live weather? I still get altitude negs, and in order to make it stop I had to switch to clear skies.
Yeah, I'm in live weather.
Rings. Looks like you didn't get it though.
No, we're in live weather though.
Three thousand feet.
Alright.
2990 feet ASL. 69 knots. Minus 394 feet. 2233 feet at. 2960. Marion, Indiana, United States. Wind 247.7 knots. Gust at 0 knots.
Wind 7 knots.
71 degrees.
71 degrees.
2839 feet ASL. feet.
Alright, 2,000 feet.
One thousand.
500.
Yeah, I like this plane. I like the way it...
500. 400. 500.
1,000 feet.
300.
Alrighty.
Marion, Indiana, 898 VAS, minus 407, 103 feet.
200.
65 knots indicated. Flaps 15.
Flat
Gear now.
15.
Dot. 830 VAS, 66 knots indicated.
100.
A rinks. I might get one on Aviative.
50.
King Air has more space and
40.
seats though, which brings in the bugs.
30. 20. 10.
On ground. Landing rate minus 460 per minute.
41 knots.
Flaps 0.
35 knots. 34 knots. 51 knots. 52 knots. 51 knots. 53 knots. 44 knots. 35 knots. 26 knots. 22 knots. 16
Minimize
knots.
UI panel. Button.
17 knots.
Weather. Move UI
18
panel
knots.
to external window. Minimize UI panel. Expand
19
UI
knots.
panel. Button. Weather.
13 knots.
Knob. Weather. Knob log end. VFR map B. Camera. VFR map B. Toggle active pause.
121.9er Freedom Global 09er Delta Whiskey.
Toggle active pause. Toggle active pause. VFR map B.
Alright, let's see what it's doing here.
7 knots ground speed. Taxiway at time. Target recon, COM 1, 121 point. Taxiway at time.
OMGLOBAL 09er Delta Whiskey taxi to parking.
Target rate off.
Taxiing to general aviation parking using taxiway Echo Bravo. Cross runway 14 Bravo Freedom Global 09er Delta Whiskey.
Love them sounds, man.
Knots. 12 knots.
4 map B. Basic controls, control plus C.
knots.
I love this
knots.
drone camera. We can move all
20
over
knots.
the place.
20 knots. 20 knots. 20 knots. 18 knots. 17 knots. 15 knots. 14 knots. 13 knots. 11 knots. 11 knots. 12 knots. 12 knots. 13 knots. 16 knots. 21 knots.
There we go.
21 knots. 21 knots.
Expand UI panel.
21 knots.
Copilot volume / squelch.
20 knots.
Press A to pilot isolation. Off.
20 knots.
Toggle pilot intercom isolation.
20 knots.
Press A to interact.
20 knots.
Copilot volume / squelch.
20 knots.
Press A to interact.
18 knots. 17 knots. 15 knots. 13 knots. 12 knots. 12 knots.
FMS can
11 knots.
soft key. N/A. FPL. N/A. Toggle flight plan page. Press A to interact. Soft key. N/A.
11 knots.
Press soft key 1. Airframe dies.
11 knots.
Press A to interact.
12 knots.
Wings lights.
14 knots.
On.
Wing off.
Wings lights.
16 knots.
Wing on.
Press A to interact.
14 knots.
Landing lights.
11 knots.
On. Toggle left landing lights position. Press A to interact.
Eleven knots.
Wings
16
lights.
knots.
On. Wings lights.
20 knots.
Press A to interact.
20 knots.
Pitot heat. Off.
20 knots.
15
Set pitot heat position. Press A
20
to
knots.
interact.
15 off.
20 knots.
Okay, speed to heat.
18 knots.
15 on.
17 knots. 15 knots. 14 knots. 15 knots. 13 knots. 11 knots. 12 knots. 13 knots.
Soft key.
13 knots.
De-ice mode. Press A. Cabin light.
13 knots.
Left. Toggle cabin light.
11 knots.
De-ice mode. Press A to interact.
Eleven knots. 11 knots. 13 knots. 15 knots. 14 knots. 13 knots. 12 knots. 13 knots. 13 knots. 12 knots.
Okay. So let's just go ahead and
8 knots ground speed. Taxiway be kind. Number 1 ignition off. Number 1 fuel valve closed. Parking brake on.
listen to these sounds. I love it. Now let's play with the camera here for a minute. Hold on. Listen to them jets coming in. I love them sounds, you guys. pretty amazing stuff. So let me go ahead and get out of here. Let's.
Heating off. Landing off. Navigation off. Taxi off. Scope off.
Rings.
Pause. Battery master off.
Sounded so good when it passed you.
Avionics master off.
Button.
Next waypoint. Not distance. 0 nautical miles.
It does listen to them things, man.
Hayden Herrick. What are those? I just got back. Rings. Are you done for he night? Want to head up on the server for a bit?
That there is the traffic, Peyton. But it's, comes with the, oh, whatchamacallit,
Folder view list of item recycle bin Microsoft Zoom Simulator. Zoom when fly-by-wire installers when needed.
the fly-by-wire stuff,
Microsoft Flight Simulator 1.33.8.
which is pretty amazing, to be honest.
Hayden Herrick. That's cool.
Let's see. Hold on 1 second, Josh.
Avionics master active. Battery master active. Number 1 starter engaged.
I love this startup. Check this out.
Flaps 0. Flaps 0. Flaps 0. Flaps 0.
That was me, y'all.
Target brake off. Target brake on. Number 1 starter off.
Rings. The flaps are actually moving. TFM just doesn't have the right offset.
Yeah, that's me doing it though.
Flaps 30. Flap.
It only goes out to one setting though.
Number 1 starter engaged.
I wonder if I can.
Start window. Search window. Search box edit.
Whoops.
Microsoft
Hold
Flight
on.
Simulator 1.33.8.0. Number 1 ignition on. Number 1 fuel valve open. Number 1 starter off.
I just don't know how to get to go to the other ignition.
Com 1, 128.75. One knots ground speed.
Anyways.
Number 1 ignition off. Number 1.
Alright guys, that's it for now. I'm just messing
Microsoft
around.
Flight Simulator 1.3.8. Jobs of stream chat ops 29.4 ops 29.
I'll be back tomorrow. We'll do some more flights. Josh, I'll come up for a few. Let me grab something.
9.1.3
Snack on here and I'll be up there.
Recognizing result document. Ops 29.1 start recording checkbox not checked. Start virtual camera. Start
Hayden
stop streaming
Herrick.
checkbox checked.
So y'all take
What
care.
plane is this? Is it still the Diamond DA40?
No, this is the Caravan.
Start recording. Stop streaming checkbox checked.
Peyton, but you guys, I'll be back tomorrow. I'll be flying some more PMDG stuff. And yeah, so take care and we will talk to you very soon. Josh, I'll talk to you